This is TWiT.
Amazon Echo shopping tripled.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tripled.
From a low number, though, right?
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
it's an Amazon
3
stat.
times nothing is not much.
Yeah.
The number of voice-activated orders placed on Amazon's Echo 3 times greater during the 2018 holiday season than last year. Echo was also called on hundreds of, this is, soft stats from Amazon, hundreds of thousands of times to help folks find cocktail recipes. The number one, eggnog and Moscow mules.
Oh, good grief.
First of all, eggnog's bad, but a Moscow mule is
Yeah.
delicious. But it's
Actually,
really easy
Moscow
to
mules
make.
are good.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I'll cut you
How
off
could
there.
you not know how to make a Moscow mule?
I was just going to slam Amazon again, because they always do this. As a journalist, it's so frustrating. They're like, oh, it tripled.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
from what to
From-
what?
yeah.
From
Yeah.
1 to 3? Like,
Yeah.
what they always try. They always imply wild growth without ever telling you what it is.
Yeah.
And they will never tell.
Here's a number. A real number. In the U.S. alone, Amazon shipped more than 1 billion products through Amazon Prime.
So, yeah, they're a shipping company then. But yes, I mean, it's,
Yeah.
Well, we have one other number. 2 days ago, Amazon announced they sold over 100 million electronic devices.
Yes. Now,
But-
that's not just their own Echoes. That's devices with Echo or
Yes.
Amazon
Yeah.
Voice Services
Yes,
built
my
in.
future father-in-law has a bunch of these, and they're moderately okay.
Yeah.
But to your point, though, you're totally correct. They almost never release a base. They'd only give
Yeah.
you in Kindle forever. The biggest Kindle you're ever up, 200%. Was it 4 from 2?
Right.
yeah.
And it drives me absolutely batty.
Does anybody buy Kindles anymore? Not the tablets, the ebook.
No, my
readers.
wife's just
I
bought
think
one.
they do.
Really?
Yeah, because her old one died. It's just, if you're going away on holiday or if you're commuting, then they are really quite handy. Because I'm never anywhere without a book. I don't have a Kindle, I just put it on my phone. But she,
Well, that's why I wonder, because
But she
if
wants
you've
the
got a
battery
tablet
life.
or a phone, you've got Kindle.
But with a smartphone, you've got to recharge it every day. Whereas if you've got a Kindle, which is using e-ink, then that thing can last for 2 weeks.
remember, I'm not living in the 21st century, so you'll have to tell me.
In Victorian England, there are no plugs.
Do people not are ebooks replacing paper books? Or are people
No.
just not reading books?
No,
No.
neither?
Tablets are replacing ebooks slowly, and I
Yeah.
think paper books are on the rise. So
Yeah.
paper books are
Interesting.
also replacing Kindles and
Yeah.
things like that.
Yeah.
See, so we thought, all of us in the late 20th century, that people would stop buying books by now. That paper would be dead. That people wouldn't. I mean, it's true we don't see magazines and newspapers, but I think ebooks are not as satisfying an experience.
They are not. I have 3 print
No.
books in my backpack, I think, right now. Like to me, I've never spent more money on print books than I do this last 12 months. I live on my digital devices, but you know what they give me is a break from that.
Exactly.
And critically, I
Yeah.
can't read on a tablet or a phone because I will get at least some notification that'll derail me. A print book is a gift to yourself.
It
that's
is.
focused.
It's the
It
second
is.
biggest gift to yourself you can have. The number one is print newspapers.
Squatty potty.
Right.
Oh, print
New York
newspapers.
Times.
Yes.
Oh my God! Have you done that? It's like it's the most amazing thing in the world.
I always do
Which,
read
the
something
squatty potty or print newspapers? Or
At the
both?
same time. Yeah. And
They
a
go
cigarette.
together. It's peanut butter and jelly.
Well, yeah, I mean, I posted a picture of myself online with the bookshelves behind me. And the amount of people are just like, you've never read all those books.
Yeah. Is that a screen? Is that?
Yeah, I mean, it was just like, and it's not
look at
that
that.
many,
Yeah.
but it
isn't
still,
that many,
It's
yeah.
just like
press
and
wanker?
You can't
Yeah.
see his. If you're watching the
How
show,
do we
there's
show
a,
that?
There's a picture.
Is
of
that on your
Ian.
Instagram?
It's on Facebook. So
that's
yeah,
too bad.
I don't do it. Yeah,
He doesn't do paywalls or walled gardens.
Yeah,
Anyways, it's a picture of Ian wearing a very tight red top. No other
very
word will
tight.
suffice. In front of a collection
Are
of
you
used
playing
books.
Australian rules football now?
no. I was going to ShmooCon, the hacking conference, and I'd made a bet with one of the organisers because they said obviously you're press and you've got to make that known to people.
Yeah.
So always wear your badge. I said I'll go one better. So I just wore a T-shirt saying "Press Wanker," and that way everyone knew. Yeah.
It's also your nickname all in one go. It's perfect.
Well, somebody did ask if it was a service, but no, it was.
Wanking is
dun,
a
dun,
service.
dun, dun, dun. Family show.
But yeah, the
Amazon said the number one toy in the holidays was the LOL Surprise. I don't know. Is that part of the name, or is that is that editorializing from Fortune? The LOL Surprise Glam Glitter Series doll with 7 surprises. No, I guess that's part of the name.
Fortune doesn't have a sense of humor, so it must be the actual name.
The second most popular toy, the Nerf N-Strike Elite Strong Arm Blaster.
That makes sense.
yeah, good fun.
It sounds like one was for girls and one was for boys, but I don't want to say
So
which.
was the top-weighted one that unicorn thing that's been... Have you seen this? It's. I saw it on
It might be. I don't think glitter is a good idea, but let's just take a look.
It's a unicorn that you feed with this...
What?
This is a ball.
Oh, okay. No, the number one in the UK...
Inside the ball. Wait a minute. Open the ball. Inside the ball, 7 surprises. Little dollies.
Huh.
They're all glittery.
How much money does this egg cost?
$8.
What?
And
For
it's
an
shipped
egg?
to you for free.
Oh, Prime.
No wonder this is the top prize. That's a stocking stuffer's
I feel like-
dream.
It's a Happy Meal without the French fries.
Yeah, but that's a downgrade.
Well, also, but you don't allow Kinder Surprise eggs here, with the little toy inside.
Yeah, why don't we allow that? Because it's a chokeable.
Apparently, it's a choking problem. It's like.
But
Yeah,
have a
'cause-
lot of Brits
I mean, they're
died
about
from
that
that?
thick. No, I've never heard of anyone.
Okay.
And even
Maybe
putting it
American children are
They
not
bite
as prudent.
down. That's how they get the teeth.
They have better teeth.
Can we talk about the fact that Amazon's doing the whole Whole Foods push? Because I'm really excited about that.
So Amazon bought Whole Foods, and they are now using them not only to deliver packages. I went into my Whole Foods the other day. There's a massive wall of lockers.
Yeah.
So you can go there and get your package?
Yeah.
Or
Why is
or
this
your food.
necessary? Don't people have
Porch pirates.
doorstops?
No,
No,
we live in
por-
apartments, Leo.
Yeah. Also, you've got porch pirates. So that's been a massive problem this Christmas. They reckon sort of over something like ridiculous number, like 5 million people have had packages stolen off their front porches.
Did you call them porch pirates?
That's
Yes.
what they're called.
That's far too lovely. I want to be a porch pirate.
I'm a porch pirate.
Right. How about
Okay, stealing scumbags.
there
then.
you go. The alliteration makes it good. But
Yeah.
stealing scumbags, or
They actually want to build more Whole Foods stores because they want every one of you to be within a short driving distance of a Whole Foods.
Yeah.
To give them
I
all
live
your
half a
money.
block from a Whole Foods and can tell you that what happens is you never have stuff in your fridge, and so you go to Whole Foods for stuff, and then you don't have any money.
You don't have any
Yeah.
money in your
But
pocket.
it works though. You're fed, but then you're also broke.
Yeah, it's like, I need a
Works
pint
for
of milk.
Amazon.
I'll go down to Whole Foods. Oh, what's a $50 bill? Right.
You
The yuppie
I,
food
I
stamp.
did. They finally got me to download the Amazon Prime app so that the Whole Foods app, so I could get a Prime discount. And I don't know why, but I feel like now it's just going to watch me everywhere I go.
Oh, yeah, it is.
That's the whole
Absolutely,
point.
yeah.
Because all it is a barcode. They could send me a
Store-
picture.
But surely, I mean, they've had store cards in this country for, what, 20,
Yeah,
30
it's
years
kinda
now?
like
Surely
that,
it's
isn't
the same thing.
But I don't trust Amazon with my data, so I've actually stopped using the Prime app because I never got discounts, but I gave them my data for free, and I was like, this is a poor trade. If you send me $1 each trip, I'll give you my shopping cart.
Right.
But otherwise, I'm not going to tell you. I don't want to
Yeah.
give you that, Bezos.
I used to give Radio Shack my phone number when I bought batteries.
Battery Club.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
The Battery Club.
Again, we have to break it to him what it
Are
used
you
to happen.
too young
is
to
what-
remember the Battery Club? Battery of the Month Club.
When you used to buy stuff at Radio Shack, they would want your phone number and what else? Your
Everything.
address?
Zip
Address,
code,
yeah.
everything.
And you just gave it to him.
Oh, yeah.
Because back then it wasn't
Why
considered
not?
dangerous.
Why wouldn't you?
I mean, eventually you're like, you know what? I gave it to you like 20 times and I'm not going to
You
do
just
it
give
anymore.
up.
Yeah.
You give up.
Okay.
But they did that.
I did buy stuff at Radio Shack. I'm not like that young, but I just didn't do Battery of the Month Club.
I think they stopped it at some point.
They must have. They
10
stopped
years
the
ago,
whole
20
company
years ago.
too.
Yeah, they stopped that as well.
It's like if you buy a TV in the United Kingdom, you have to give them your name and address.
But that's different because
that
they
the
charge a
licensing-
license
Yeah,
fee.
so the licensing body can actually
That's
come around
fine, and that
collect a
works
fee.
out very well.
But I have the same problem at CVS. If there isn't a discount when I'm buying them stuff, I don't give them my
Right.
phone number because I'm not particularly interested in letting them know that I bought shaving cream yesterday or razor blades the day before. It's cost benefit analysis.
Some of the
and if
stores
there's
they're
no
building
benefit-
are actually bigger than the current Whole Foods stores, 45,000 square feet, and that's for Amazon delivery and pickup.
Well, Amazon sees the writing on the wall, which is that all stores, for the most part,
Are going away.
No, they're becoming experiences.
Yeah.
So they're going to transform over the next 10 years. They're going to transform Whole Foods into like a whole experience, and I don't know
Right.
what that means exactly, but it's going to be a lot more than just like go and buy some food.
Was this the vision when they bought Whole Foods?
That plus the thing that they're doing, which is using it as a physical location for
And a
all kinds of
distribution network for-
purposes.
yeah.
Which is what we talked about. I think I was on TWiT when that happened, and we said they bought prime real estate near everyone's house that's already a prime customer, and that's
Yeah.
critical to them.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the other part of it is that Whole Foods was popular and, I don't know, was it profitable? I don't know.
No, Whole Foods was actually struggling financially.
Okay, so
Really?
Amazon
Look,
could
the price
clearly
they're
see
charging.
why.
Is that not true?
It's they weren't growing as fast as they should, but they were among the more profitable.
Oh, they were
I was gonna
profitable.
say, the
in their
prices
I
they-
thought they were in trouble.
They were not growing. Was I think
Okay.
their problem.
Okay.
Reaching back into
the
memory.
price-
But
prices they were
Amazon,
charging.
as ruthless capitalists as they are, were able to easily see why. And so now you see Whole Foods is not quite as great if you're a super foodie or a health food person. They eliminate a lot of organic stuff. They've sort of like, they've kind of gone in the direction
They
of
don't want to be
conventionality.
a organic food store. They
Amazon
wanna-
could realize we can make this so profitable
Right.
if we just like make it less idealistic and more just ruthlessly businesslike.
Yes.
And that's what they're doing.
So
That's not to say that the old Whole Foods didn't have its. I mean, the asparagus
true.
water fiasco was just. You heard about this?
I don't want to know.
I did spend like $15 when I was 23 on like 4 tomatoes by accident.
Yeah.
Whole
Yeah.
Foods
It
chief
happens.
executive John Mackey said in a recent video to employees he wants to address workers' concerns, improve communication, focus on career development. In 2019, he says sales have grown since Amazon took over. At the beginning of the second year of this merger, Mackey said, we're going to pivot back to team member growth and happiness.
The minute you hear the word pivot, you know something bad is going to happen.
Happy.
you know?
Well, Amazon, and I imagine Whole Foods too, is getting a lot of heat for its poor treatment of workers.
yeah, and honestly, I've never seen a Whole Foods worker who really looked happy in their job.
Well, they do seem glum.
Yeah. You know, it's. I mean, obviously, if you're standing at a till running
If you're
through
taking
other
all
people's
my
purchases
money, you should
through-
be happier.
Well, you know,
They should
it's-
get a cut.
They're
Everything they
not
bring
getting.
up.
The thing is, they're not getting the money. You
That's
know,
true.
That suggests another benefit that Amazon, I'm sure, loved about Whole Foods: no unions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an ununionized grocery.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they actively fought against unions.
Mackey is very rabidly anti-union.
Yeah.
Well, that means I don't like him much. I would go
Yeah.
somewhere else, but they're too close to my house.
But he put his money where his mouth is and paid his workers and gave benefits that were far superior to any other grocery union. So he basically was like,
Yeah.
Here's
Trader
what-
Joe's,
If you
Trader
buy
Joe's
off
have
the
done something.
union with piles of money to
Yeah.
the workers, I'm cool with that.
buy off the
Yeah.
workers, yeah.
That's what I meant. Sorry.
Yeah.